souls from across the pond, but under the same skies. How are you? How is the weather in Britain? I was just out for a walk in a very brisk, I think it might have warmed up to about 13 degrees, and that I think is going to top it for the day. Supposedly it was going to get to 19, but I don't think it is anymore. Can bring up my desktop. And we will see. Anyone wants to do some breathing today? Actually, not just breathing. I'm thinking about making some noise. Hey, Michael. Michael says, "Hey, Yogi and Squirrel Sniper. Hope you all are well." Pretty good. Hey, Matthew. Matthew said, "Lots of snow here. We only got a little bit Sunday evening, probably less than an inch. They said we might get up to 6 inches. I'm really glad we didn't, but it is cold out. I just said I'm back from walking. 13 degrees outside. Hey, Evan. Feels like negative 30. Hey, poor man. What's up, Dan? I've reintroduced barbell squats into the mix. And I literally mean barbell as I'm starting with just the bar. It's been a good 10 years since I've been under the bar to do squats. Longer than 10 years, actually. Not that I don't do squats, but I generally was doing goblet squats, kettlebell goblet squats. I do a lot of squats for mobility, but I haven't done barbell squats in quite some time. Negative 30 degrees. Where are you located, Evan? But I'm doing what's called shallow squats, which are just about half squats, maybe a little above, because I want to mimic kettlebell sport. I want to mimic the jerk motion for kettlebells. So I'm not doing full squats, which might actually end up being better for me. And I'm doing high reps, so I will be doing high reps. All right. Hey, Leo. Leo says, much love to the boat, which might actually end up being better for me. And I'm doing high reps. Sorry, that was me on my desktop. Welcome, guys. Heather and Toby and Phil says, Forever BFF says, can I join? Can you join? Can you join what? We have like 4 or 5 right now. It's still coming. Wow. Heather and Toby and Phil says, hey. So am I talking to Heather and Toby and Phil? Or am I talking to Heather or Toby or Phil? Hey, Susanna, how are you? Susanna says, hi, everyone. Michael says, we only got a coat of snow. Didn't even stick this time. So you didn't need to break into the emergency pizza stash. Wow, 2 degrees where Dan is. Heather says, I knew. Well, welcome. Much appreciated you being here. Let's see. Oh, Evan's in Toronto. Canadian. I love Toronto. I love all of Canada. I haven't been on the West Coast, but I've been all through Toronto, spending some time in Algonquin Park, which I love, as well as Quebec, Montreal. I drove up through I took a ferry from Bar Harbor, Maine into New Brunswick, up until, well, we went to, where did we go? Newfoundland, then into New Brunswick, and then back down into Maine, and then back into Canada. And I've been up through Sault Ste. Marie into that part of Ontario. and I've been to Alberta. It's in the teens at the moment. That's pretty cold for where you are. It's supposed to drop to single digits tonight. Yeah, we will get to 3 degrees tonight. Evan says, okay. Evan says, where are you, poor man? Yep, he's in Iowa. Not too far from the meditation capital of America. Poor man says, stay down in Minnesota. Michael says, nope, but I got pizza times. Pizza rolls this time. Got to have the pizza rolls on a snowy day, on a cold day. Just in case. Smart thinking. Michael says, hey, poor man, hope you're well. Hey, running boy, how are you? Evan says, you just had a beer well doing all that in Canada. Depends on which time I was there. The last, let's see, the last time. Nope, the last 3 times I was in Canada, I was sober. The other times were in the 90s, and I was never sober in the 90s. Seriously, I was never sober in the 90s. Name one day from 1990 to late 1998. Just name a day randomly, and I'll tell you exactly what I was doing. Hey, Funny Mita, how are you? I have had you up all morning. As a matter of fact, we are nearing the end of video number 2. Guys, this is our new friend, Funny Mita. Beautiful channel. If you guys want to go and spend some time and maybe sub, also maybe some watch hours. I got you up, Mita. Hey, Skits. I'm on it, Mita. Again, you've been up all morning. And I'll leave you up through the night. Or, well, not through the night, as long as I have the computer on. Molson's Canadian. Molson, Moosehead, Labatt's. I did like Labatt's. That was a good beer. I think Moosehead sort of been like, Moosehead might have been like Foster's. The Canadians really drink Moosehead because I've heard that Australians don't really drink Foster. It's not really Australian for beer. Hey, Joe. Joe says, go on in chat. Master Yogi, how are you, Joe? Are you at work? Hey, Kamar, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome, everyone. Hey, Miss Flipper. Miss Flipper says, loves. Miss Flipper, we haven't seen you for a few days. How are you? Michael says, hey to Miss Flipper. We got some shrugs from Funny Mita. Evan says, Labatt's is more Quebec. Moose said it's more East Coast, like Newfoundland. Gotcha. Well, Wild Turkey 101, Canadian. I used to enjoy the occasional shot of Wild Turkey. I was definitely more of a tequila fan. Shot at tequila, and I was a big Rolling Rock fan. Shot at tequila and a Rolling Rock to start my night off. Shot at tequila and a Rolling Rock to close my night off. And in between, I would have another 10 plus shot at tequila and Rolling Rock. Let's see. Mita is saying hi to everyone. Hey, False North, how are you? How's the weather for you? It's got to be cold for you. Poor says, tequila. Yeah, it will. And not a pleasant way to go. Let's see, lots of shrugs. Hey, Sweating and Smiling, how are you? Let's see. Stuart says, Media, please don't spam chat. How are you, Stuart? Foreman says, love tequila straight with salt and lime and Corona. For me, just a shot, straight up. Old school. It seemed like an awful lot of work to do all the stuff with the salt and the lime. I've had really expensive shots of tequila and really cheap shots. And you would think tequila is tequila, right? Nope, big difference. Cheap tequila stops right about here, and your whole body begins to rebel. And it's like, it's rejecting it already before it's even down the gullet. That's right, I said gullet. Good tequila just went smooth all the way down. Hangover was the same though. Do not miss hangovers. Jazz with Streams says hello. So in a little bit, if anyone's interested, I might make some weird sounds for everyone's benefit. Josh Edits, how are you? Michael says I was nervous for no reason about the voice acting gig. I was thinking they wanted me to change my voice, which made me stressed because I can only do a few accents. Yeah, I could see how that would make you nervous, but of course, they've never heard you make. They like your voice, which is why they invited you. Let's see. Josh says, "What kind of sounds?" Vu. I'm gonna say vu. I'm gonna intone. I like that word, intone. I'm gonna intune vu along with some wows, and hopefully, you guys will benefit from it, especially if you do it with me. Especially if you practice it. Let's see. Dan says, "Got poor anxiety without drinking. I like sleeping and not feeling like shit all the time." Yeah. Yep. I agree. I'll be honest with you. I don't miss anything about drinking. No, no spam, just steak and peas. Steak and peas. There's got to be a better way of eating peas than mushing them all up. If I was forced to eat peas, it would be one at a time, and I would swallow them whole. There'd be no chewing. Hey, Ann, how are you? Jaswa says, I misspelled Joshua. I like that, Joe. Jaswa Streams. I like that name. Let's see. So it says, Meet, I know you're new here. Please don't spam the spam chat. Thank you. Hawk says, just bourbon here. Bourbon neat, as they say. Isn't that how they say it? Miss Pippa says, yay, weird sounds. These are highly effective weird sounds, too. I think you guys might like them. Sweating and Smiling says, world of difference between top shelf tequila and everyday tequila. You can sip top shelf chilled. You know, oddly enough, in all my drinking days, which again lasted over a decade, I never, the only time I had tequila, and I had tequila all the time, was straight up shots. No drinks. I've never had a tequila sunrise. I don't know any other drink with tequila other than a tequila sunrise. So it says, well, turkey is 50.5 and is 101 proof. Sniper says, Miss Flipper hearts. Sort of sending love to Miss Flipper. It's Skits is saying, laughing, Eric has mushy PTSD. I can't recall if I ever I'm sure I did as a kid, and maybe something as a baby. Maybe something traumatic actually did happen. Dan says, don't miss it either. Amazing, isn't it? What I thought I was going to miss when I stopped was the social aspect. So I thought, you know what? Just because I don't drink doesn't mean I can't go to bars. Went to a bar, my old bar, still knew everyone. And I thought, why was I ever here? I was, when I quit drinking, I've mentioned the story before. I won't go into detail unless anyone wants to hear the story again. Um, but it was literally a mystical experience. It wasn't just that drinking left my life in an instant. My life was changed. The atmosphere, the people, the desire to do what I did all vanished in a single moment without anything leading up to it, like trying to quit or anything like that. I had been quite consistent at that point with my yoga and my meditation, which led to, I wish it would have happened under better circumstances, but you get what you get, as Mick Jagger sang, sort of. As I paraphrase Mick Jagger singing, you do get what you need. The thing is, can you realize what you need before you get it in a bad way? I was very fortunate that for me, it was not as serious as it could have been, as serious as it should have been. Just as I'm only a social drinker, not every day. I used to tell people I was a social drinker, and I found every reason in the world to be sociable. I would go out of my way to be sociable. So to put it bluntly, um, I was an alcoholic. And I do say was. Pokemon says, I woke up in jail every time I drank tequila. Um, let's see. Just once for me. Just once. Well, I didn't even wake up. Let's see. Michael says, I've tried 16p soup. Wasn't a fan. What do you need 16 peas in a soup for? That's too many peas in soup. I think one pea would suffice. Miss Pippa says, I love split pea soup. My dad used to like it. I used to make it for him. Stuart says, hello to everyone. Cormac says, top shelf, gut rot, it's all poison. Yeah, it is. Grain alcohol. Good says, wait, he split the pea? They're supposed to be mushed. So, you know what? That just proves there's no need to mush a pea. I think the splitting of the pea happens on a quantum level. So it says, how are you, poor man brother? Dan says, I've noticed growing apart from friends. That's what happened to me. And honestly, I'm cool with it. Yeah, for me, it was, I wish them well. And I knew I was called to do something else. Poor man says, what's up, fishy? Hey, Vamps. Vamps says, hi there, lovely people. Hi there, lovely Vamps. Hey, small face, how are you? Michael says, soup is something you eat in cold weather. To Joshua. Unless it's, what is it, gazpacho? Hey, Miss Flipper, are you a friend of gazpacho? Am I saying that right? What's a soup? So, what distinguishes between a soup and a stew? As a soup doesn't always have to be pure liquid. Screamer says, so Yogi, new sub here. Thanks, Screamer. Appreciate that. Always appreciate a new sub. And is that a corgi I see? Man, you can't go wrong with a corgi in your profile picture. Vamp says, hi there, poor man. Michael says, but I can honestly eat soup and stew any time of the year. I'm not a big soup fan. I know I'm not anti-soup. I just have very little occasion to have soup. It's good say he's laughing. Quantum said peace, the peace for enlightenment. He would buy them. Man, I'm tempted. You guys, do you know my feelings about peace? Gets, but man, maybe instant enlightenment. What did John Lennon say? Give peace a chance. All we are saying is give peace a chance. Sweat and Smilin says my wife and I usually give up alcohol for Lent. Uh, we felt great doing it. I don't know why we start again. That's a good question. What do you think it would be? If it's you and your wife drinking, it can't really be social, can it? What do you think you get from alcohol? And maybe some people do get something that is beneficial in a way, maybe. Although more and more studies show that we really don't. Um, for me, it was negative from day one because something clicked. When I drank, I felt good. I thought. Social facade. Put on a mask. Hey, Nick, right touch of fishing is here. How are you, my friend? Smile face says soup sounds worse. Let's see how far behind am I. Hey, signature, my friend. How are you? Grimace says, a right hi. Saw your live last night. My live last night? Well, welcome. And you came back. That's remarkable. Some people see my live for a few minutes and man, they head out in the other direction as quick as possible. Signature says, hi, right touch of fishing. So there might be some people here, guys, that you haven't connected with before. I hope you do. I hope you guys connect with our friend Signature. He's got a beautiful channel. You can get some awesome singing from skits, awesome music. You can get some storytelling from Michael Burkeen. That's Mysteries Untold. You can hang out with Stuart, get in some exercise, maybe tie some flies, workouts with all kinds of people. Hey, Danny. Sorry, Danny, I didn't see you come in. I apologize. Miss Pippa says, please split this, obviously. No, I think when they are dry, they split on their own. And says, poor man, way to go. Yeah, poor man, that's a sign of emotional growth on your end. Not just leaving alcohol behind, but leaving the social aspects of it as well. I tried to maintain it, and I just realized I was not the same person. Smile face says, I'm great. How are you? Well, I'm doing pretty good. Cold. All right. Dan says, like borscht vamps? That's a good question. Stephen says the difference is, Eric, a stew is often cooked using a braising method when the ingredients are barely covered with liquid and simmer slowly until they are tender. Gotcha. Miss Pippa says skits and Miss America pageant contestants always say they want world peace. Yes, they do. It's a simple thing to ask for. Somebody could bring them a bowl of world peas. How many can there be? Hey, Tandra. Tandra says, hi, Yogi. How are you, Tandra? I still have adorable sheep playing. I've had 9 hours and 46 minutes of nothing but adorable sheep. Some people might say, that's a lot of sheep. You know what my answer to that is? That's not enough sheep. Let's see. Gotcha says, Yogi, I have a serious question. Okay, let's hear it, my friend. Smiley face says, I mean, if you're actually moving and exercising, then you don't need alcohol at all. But if you have pain in your joints or bones, then it helps a little bit. I've heard that it can for some. I wonder if the benefit of temporary relief uh, is worth it. It might be. Hey, Odom. Odom says, Yogi in chat. I've talked before about my experiences drinking, what led me to quit drinking, what led me to drink, what kept me drinking, and my years afterwards. But always willing to share again if anyone ever has a question. Graham says, there's more kinds of soup. Not all of them are sour like boars. It says, just subbed, right touch of fishing. And Joshua. Nice. Thanks, Skits. Graham says, hi to Odom. Skits says, Odom, legend, brother. Yep, Odom is definitely a legend. Ken says, used to have a bumper sticker that said, visualize world peace. I had a bumper sticker that said, question authority. Nick says, hi to Mystery. Done. Same to you. Nice. Let's see. Michael says, fun fact, I sat with Miss Michigan. Wow, 1998 on a flight from Tampa. I thought that was a foghorn for a second. What happened? Jace came in and made an odd noise and disappeared. Did I actually see that or did I imagine that? Now I'm questioning myself. Did anyone in the stream see that? Or was that just a hallucination? And if I'm having hallucinations, why is it of Jace in a hat making foghorn noises at me? Why can't it be like Michael and have a hallucination of Miss Michigan 1998 coming up on my live stream? Gotcha says, I haven't been able to let anything go at all. I've been haunted my past relationships too much. So is the question, how do you do it? And that's an excellent question. Hey, Kayla. And I'm going to be honest with you. Tim, how are you? Danny says to Nick, getting a call. The only one in at the moment. I'll be honest with you. I don't know as I have a solution. I can say the things that have worked for me. I can talk about what works in a spiritual traditional way, whether or not it works for you. I think all depends on, are you willing to practice? Here's the secret. 1 second. Dan says, going to do a huge routine today. Wish me luck. Man, if Dan says he needs luck, you know it's going to be big. You know it's going to be a big routine. Here's the thing that you guys heard me say this before. Maybe my favorite line from A Course in Miracles. The one holy true thing that one can say about the past is that it's not here. So Joshua, what you were trying to hold on to is already let go. It's already gone. It doesn't exist except as a thought. And in the absence of a thought, what do you have? If you didn't have that thought of holding on to something, a past event, a past person, a past incident, whatever, if you didn't have that thought, you would be exactly where you are right now already. It's already let go of. You don't have to do anything except remember that it's already let go of. Of course, it comes back. The memory, the thought, the pull. In Tibetan Buddhism, it's called Shenpa. We get hooked. And Shenpa literally means hook. We get hooked, and off we go. We're cruising along, we're having a good time, we're only thinking about the present moment. Bam, a thought hooks us and we spiral. We just go with it. Happens in meditation all the time. I am meditating, I am thinking gently my mantra, thinking my mantra. Thank you, Odom. Thinking my mantra. I fall into the gap, that place of silence, and I'm there. I'm just being, I'm just existing beyond thought. Somewhere, that hook, a big worm of a thought on that hook, floats before me, grabs me, or I latch onto it, and I'm reeled in, using a fishing analogy for our friends. Nowadays, through the practice of meditation, through the practice of mindfulness, through the practice of yoga, through the practice of A Course in Miracles, I see the hook. I see that worm. I see that thought. And I have what at least appears to be an option. I don't need to grab it. Or maybe I hesitate for a bit before I grab it. Maybe I hesitate just long enough for the hook to disappear. But it still grabs me sometimes. So the thing is, know that it's already let go of. And know that you will also get hooked. Don't punish yourself for getting hooked. How are you, Kayla? Kayla says, how are you, hun? Kayla, I'm doing good. How are you, my friend? Skid says, Joshua, I used to do that a lot. I still do, but I think it just means you cared and you have a big heart, my friend, so don't worry. Danny says, Kayla, sub to you. Left a reply. Nice. Kayla is an endurance gamer. Big gaming sessions. And that's funny for man. I did get pulled over. And the cop said, question authority, huh? Any questions? So this is actually, you guys see this, right? Did you guys see that? Danny says, seen it. All right. I was gonna have to call my paranormal friends to investigate. Michael, I know you don't do investigating, but I think I'm being haunted by a Jace. I think I'm being haunted by a Jace goat. North says, yeah, I saw that. All right. Jace is in the chat. So how could Jace be in the chat and on my screen at the same time? Smile face says, nah, it was real. All right. And, you know, I can't talk about certain things, but you guys heard me say that I spent a decade following the Grateful Dead. So having, you know, having visions is not beyond my imagination, so to speak. Joshua says, now I'm smiling. Dan says he kept it brief. Yeah, he did keep it brief. If you're going to have an hallucination of a Jace in a wig making goat noises, it's best to be kept brief. I'm of the opinion. Michael says, Jace making yours, he leaves it. North says, outcome not so good. Skid says he comes in many forms. Does our Jace? He does. Foreman says, you ever met Wavy Gravy, Yogi? I can send you that Electric Apricot movie I found. Definitely send it. That would be awesome. I have not met Wavy Gravy. I've heard him over a PA system before, which is pretty awesome. It would have been cool. Sniper says, greeting Jace mate. Jace waves at Sniper. Michael says, you weren't the only person who's seen it, Yogi. We all did. Or did we? Is this a mass hallucination? Power of
I'm going to stay this time. It's okay. I just thought.
Power of
when-
suggestion.
I had to say hello to the cats. They obviously say hello to us quite a lot. But it was just something slightly different. I think it worked. It achieved. It achieved this.
It did.
So, greetings to everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're all well. There's 20 good likes on the screen already.
Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks.
Small face. We start working out tomorrow. He's going to do his first section, so that's going to be interesting.
You and Smiley Face?
Yep, Small face is a great lad.
Awesome.
He doesn't want to reveal himself just yet. He wants to get a little bit of confidence up, and then hopefully he'll be joining me in some live sessions. But I'm tired today for some reason.
Must have been Sunday's workout.
Nope, I think it's something to do with the 4 hours sleep I'm getting a night. It's just not enough. Overactive mind, and even though I'm doing like crazy workout sessions, I'm like still not going to sleep. So a bit more practicing on the breathing. If you want a quick couple of 4 breaths.
Yeah, let's do something specifically for sleeping. And what we're going to do is elongate the exhalation. So
it works.
See, it does work. It's not so much the breath as it is my boring conversation that instantly people fall asleep.
Say that again.
So we are going to elongate the exhalation.
Let's be us again.
We're going to breathe in for 4. We're going to make that ha sound. Do you guys remember how to make it? Fogging up a pair of glasses. But I do it with my mouth. Yep, but I do it with my mouth shut. And I do it when I breathe in too. So you guys can hear this. Imagine that you are in bed with someone who's a very, very light snorer, and you let them know in the morning, hey, you snore? And they say, what do I sound like? And you imitate that snoring sound. That's what we want to do. So we're going to do that, and we're going to breathe in for a count of 4. We're going to breathe out for a count of 8. However, we're going to take our thumb and block our right side as we exhale. So we're only going to breathe through the left nose. And we're not pushing it. We just want to lightly block it. And you and I are going to do 10 whole rounds. Take about 3 minutes.
Okay.
Work.
Yep.
All right. So as we're going to breathe in with both nostrils, but only exhale through the left. So here we go. But before we start, relax. Take a few regular, normal breaths. Nothing special. Just relax. And now we're going to breathe through the nose for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Very slight pause. Block the right side. And exhale 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe both nostrils. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lightly pause. Block the right side and exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause and block. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Block the nose. Exhale through the left for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Lock the nose. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Block the nose and exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more breath. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Block the nose. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Relax. It's a deeply parasympathetic breathing technique. Very relaxing. And you could do this as well lying on your back as you're trying to sleep or getting ready to sleep without blocking the nose, just breathing in for 4 and exhaling for 8.
I felt an overwhelming relaxation down the middle of my back. Just went straight down the middle of my back. Yeah, that's certainly a relaxing breath. I'll give that one a try as well.
Good.
That was great. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome.
5 minutes 30. Much love to you all. Happy Tuesday. And woof, woof.
Take care, Jace.
Take care. Bye.
Let's see. Miss Flipper says, thank you. Breathe long as well. You're welcome, Miss Flipper. It is nice to be breathing with you, Miss Flipper, my friend, again. Jim Rat says, I'm looking at twins. Except one twin is considerably older than the other twin. One twin is considerably better at doing burpees than the other twin. I think you guys know who I'm talking about. It says, I see Yogi, Jason in my dreams. Hey, Danny. Danny, how are you? Jane is here. The Jammy Lance. Hello, my friend. Smile Face says, why you try to put me to sleep on live? Hypnosis. Vamp says, Eric McCarty, can you suggest your supplement? That's a thought. I do a plant-based, has valerian root. It has just 1 milligram, my preferred 1 milligram of melatonin. And it has, what else does it have in it? Oh, this one. It's a little different each time. This one is 3 milligrams. L-theanine, which is a amino acid found in green tea. It's very relaxing. Hey, Body Weight, how are you? Welcome, my friends. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out. We're coming up here on 45 minutes. I appreciate you guys backing me up, letting me know I was not hallucinating a wig-wearing Jace making goat noises at me. Let's see. Hawk says, I'm feeling that after following the breathing. I need to try that before the sessions. Yeah, it all depends on, there's a breath for every occasion, so to speak. What do we need? And the tradition that I was, I thought that was a sheep. So it was a sheep. It was a sheep in a Jace mask. That's even more frightening. Skit says, Eric, you have to give us an animal impression now. I don't have a single animal impression. I do have a cat sitting right next to me, looking at me. Bodyweight says, I'm good. All right, here's my impression. Hey guys, I'm a goat. How was that? That was my impression of a goat. If a goat could say, "Hey guys." Sniper says, I'm going to do a read on the 13th century book, Eric. Awesome, Sniper. Let me know when you think about doing it. So, in the tradition that I would, anyways, it's fun. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, Vam, how are you, my friend? It's nice to see you. Hey, guys, really connect with with each other and connect with Vam for sure. Smart face is laughing. Just a cow doing burpees in the basement gives us a very long moo. Too long. She does a really good impersonation of a cow because she's just a cow doing burpees in her basement. In their basement. Jay says, hey, Vam. Good to say, guys, I'm a goat. Come on, Eric. Give us a meal. I didn't, we got just a cow doing burpees in the basement. I didn't want to step on any hooves. Jason's waving at just a cow. Vam says, I'm good. Thank you. Skid says, just a cow, good timing. That was good timing. It's like they were waiting for that opportunity. So, this is how I was taught to teach breath work, how I was taught to teach pranayama. We have coffee breathing, water breathing, whiskey breathing. They don't actually have anything to do with what I just talked about, but it signifies. You have coffee breathing when you need to be uplifted, when you want to get pumped up for your workout, when you need to wake up in the morning. You can do it before your cup of coffee. It's wonderful. It's also helps cleanse the lungs. It's detoxifying, cleans out the system. It also tones the abs a little bit. That would be breath of fire or Kumbaltai breathing, which means skull shining breath, or bellows breathing. Water breathing, water's always neutral, so it can mix with anything. So that's when if you need to be lifted up, it'll help lift you up. If you need to calm down, it'll help calm you down. And then we have whiskey breathing. Whiskey breathing is when you really need to enter into that deep state of relaxation. That's when you elongate the breath. You breathe double the time, most of the time, as what you exhale or what you inhale. So if I breathe in for 4, I exhale for 8. Hey, Sean. Sean's going to be an uncle. Sean says, hey, Eric, my sister's 10 weeks pregnant. I'm going to be an uncle to my own sister's baby. Awesome, Sean. Congratulations to your sister. Congratulations to you. Being an uncle comes with its own responsibility. Let's see. Skit says, Eric can't do that song, Miss Flipper. What did we get suggested? Oh, what would you say? What would old MacDonald say? I heard he had a farm. I can only sing one song, and that's Happy Birthday. And I've done it once, a couple days ago, for Salma's father. And now I'm retired. Maybe I'll break it out. Maybe I'll break it out for Stuart's birthday. I'm very happy that Skits, I said if he asked for it, I would do it. And Skits didn't ask for it. He either let me off the hook because he knew how uncomfortable I was, or he realized I got a really bad singing voice and didn't want to put himself through it. Coffee is obviously for energy. Yep, absolutely. Sniper says, just a cow, easy on the moves now, please. It's past your bedtime. I didn't get that when I first read it. Like midway through reading it, it's when I got it. That was quick, Sniper. Chris Pippa says, we got the whole 27 March Club here. Jay says, happy birthday to Moo. A happy B-Day to Moo. Is there any animal that you can, well, I guess you can do with sheep too, where you can make as many jokes with? Skit says, I wouldn't put you through that. I knew you was nervous. A little bit. I appreciate that. The funny thing was, Soma called her father and said, we all want to sing happy birthday to you. And I realized, wait a minute, I'm the only one online here. It can't be we all want to sing happy birthday. She basically meant me. Hawk, my friend, thank you so much. You leave a reply to that. Awesome gesture. Thank you so much, Joe. Jay says, oh dear, not another one. That's true. We got deers, we got cows, sheep. Sniper says, did you know that Jace got moves like Dagger? Medic says it would be a bad thing to make fun of sheep. Hey, Medic. Not even a whole man. That would have been the perfect. Joe, I am regretful. That would have been the perfect opportunity for a holy cow. It would have fit right into the occasion. I dropped the ball with that one. Hey, Bodyweight, do you use CapCut? It came recommended to me, and right when I thought about it, I heard it was gone. What do you guys think of CapCut? I've never edited anything ever. I don't even edit my writing. Even when I see glaring, obvious mistakes, and if you look at my writing on Facebook or Medium, or even here on YouTube, I posted in my community, you will see a lot of mistakes. And I have some good friends who will point out mistakes. I have an ex-wife who will point out the mistakes. I'm just too lazy. Once I write, it's done. Medic says, big up the beards for the guys who have put their heads on upside down. That's me. That is me. Small Face says pigs are kind of cute. They are. I like pigs. Very intelligent. CapCut is like it's an online editing. It's an editing app. Skid says I use CapCut. This cow says moo moo, $5 moo moo. Yep, I agree. An awesome gift like that definitely deserves a good moo. Medic says yes, I've used CapCut. Do you is that your main editing tool, Medic? If I use any app, anything technical, it needs to be as simple as possible, simpler than simpler. Stuart says I use CapCut. Do you? Bodyway says I enjoyed on Reddit. People also say One Shot is really good also, but I haven't tried it yet. So why did they take a CapCut down in the United States? Sniper says, what do you do? What do you get? Is you cross a cow and an angry sheep. What do you get? Small Face says, what's your favorite animal, Eric? It's a good question. And I think it varies, but it's almost always comes back to either bears, fox. I do have a special place in my heart for cows. It was a cow that turned me vegan. I love owls. I have an owl policy. When I hear an owl, either early in the morning, occasionally we hear them in the day, we will track them down until we find the tree that they are under, if at all possible. Odom says I've used CapCut a lot too. Life says, like done. Thank you, Life. I appreciate that. Where are we with likes? Man, we hit 30. Clipchamp mostly. I use CapCut and Clipchamp mostly. So any thoughts on editing from Medic? In my book, carries a lot of weight. I said I don't edit, but I can appreciate a good editing job. And I mentioned this before. I honestly think that Medic and Optimum are the two best editors in the game. They pick the right song. Everything is just very seamless. There's no you never catch any. Seamless is the word. The best that I can come up with. Jay Sways at Odom. Now they're all back. Hey, Bodyweight, do you do stuff on TikTok? Bodyweight says it's all part of the same company. That's TikTok. Oh, gotcha. That's why they were banned. Gotcha. For not even a day, was it? Hey, Toronto, am I getting that right? How are you, my friend? Smile face says, owls are cute, bears are amazing. Absolutely. Owls can be pretty frightening when you see them up close. They're big and they can be fierce looking. Can also be a little aggressive. Sean says, hey, Eric, if you get a donation from a different currency, do you get more? Um, Depends on the currency, but generally it's a little bit less. Jace says, what do you call a fly with no wings? Medic says a walk, Jace. Miss Flipper says, I love bad jokes. Jace says a walk. It says, how are you? Am I going life, my friend? Flipper said, I heard the Mustafio family. Biden has pardoned all the family members and their wives. How lovely for them. Well, I'm not going to touch upon that. I got my own views. My face says a walk. Let's just say I understand why it was done. Miss Flipper says, like, they are still together. What do you call a dog with no legs? Medic. Lulu says, I'm on TikTok more. I have more of a following over there. He mentioned that once before. That's awesome. Supposedly, our friend Jamie Brown was really big on TikTok, and he said he got banned. He didn't say why. I didn't ask. Not my business. Life says, how you too, skit, sir? Small faces laughing. Zipper says, call him cigarette Jace. Then he gonna take him, put it for a drag. It says, got to hear on life. I am well, thank you. Even better to be part of this wonderful chat. Been having a good time today. Did some breath work, talked about breath work. We got some jokes flowing. We did some mooing. We hallucinated together. We talked about soup. Says, oh my God. Medic says, Woodbine Jace. What did I miss on that one? Oh, wait. I missed Bodyweight's comment. Very little. I use TikTok to promote YouTube. CapCut was gone longer than TikTok. Weird. That's nice that you're able to use TikTok to promote YouTube. I'll be honest with you. I think I have a feeling that Bodyweight Beats Fitness, as well as Silly Gym Rat, I think those guys are going to be huge. All right, Jace, that was unexpected. Anything you want, he ain't coming. That was unexpected. Did not see that one coming. Miss Pippa says nobody fell for it. They are still together. All right, where are we? Go on Life says, yes, Skits. Sir, you're right. I always feel better to join this chat. Every guy, sincerely. Thank you, Life. I really appreciate you saying that. Stepper says, Medic got it. Medic says, the guy who named the fly a fly was obviously having a bad day. You don't call a fish a swim. This is true. I hadn't thought of that. This is true. Stepper says, two fish in a tank. One says, how do you drive this thing? Life says, special thanks for Eric. Sir, so kind and sincere. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate, especially appreciate the uh, kindness. That is a theme. I've mentioned that to a couple of different people. They've asked me about practicing A Course in Miracles without practicing A Course in Miracles, and the answer is kindness. Just be kind. True kindness bypasses the ego. Bodyweight says, if I get huge, everyone in our circle will also, because I'm still going to shout everyone out and promote you all also. Awesome. I have no doubt. That's the kind of person that you are, Bodyweight. Hey, how's your mom's channel going? Life says, yes, Eric, sir, your words of healing. I think, honestly, I'm just fortunate to be with the right people. Man, Bodyweight is at 1K subscribers. Hey, Bodyweight, where are you watch hours? I can start doing your playlist if you want. I will be bumping people up shortly because in no time at all, Tandra's going to be monetized. Joe Delaney's going to be monetized. Eric LaPointe's going to be monetized. Who else are we working with? Our friend Martine and Joe Delaney. Did I say Joe Delaney already? So as as these people get monetized, we just keep circling back. We go to the next on the list and we help them one person at a time. Miss Flipper says, true dat, go on life. Thank you, Miss Flipper. You have been a wonderful friend. So, Sean, we're going to wait to do some live streaming. I'm going to shut things down in like 5 minutes or so. Jace says I have to pop out. Catch you all tomorrow. Jace, I hope you have a good night's sleep. Medic says someone asked me what I would do about all the begging letters if I won the lottery. I said I'll keep writing them. I'm glad you're sticking with your roots, Medic. You don't give up on a good thing. Get a thumbs up from Smileface. Hey, so Smileface, have a really good session with Jace tomorrow. That's awesome. Awesome that you're stepping up with him. He will take you as far as you want to go. From just being, healthy and fit to being a machine, to being Jace-like. Miss Flipper says to Jace, Life says, even I'm from other country and culture, but I find here everyone so lovely and kind. That's the key. So what I really hope for is that we can cultivate a sense of kindness, a sense of community. Here's the key, though. Sometimes not everyone is kind. Sometimes not everyone is going to. Sometimes people will press our buttons. When that happens, can we be kind? It's always easy to be kind when it's easy. The question is, can we continue to be kind when it gets difficult? That's what we're shooting for, because it will get difficult. It does, if you ever do live streams, it's going to happen. You're going to have people troll you. You're going to have people do all kinds of stuff. I was asked before, like, do I think it was wise that I bring up my past days drinking? And the answer is it's not a question of wise or not wise. It's sharing the things that have happened with me But their thoughts were, people can hold that against you or use it against you. How? I used drinking against myself for a decade. How can anyone online hold it against me or use it against me? So a lot of times we base our unkindness on fear that we need to keep things closed. What if people find out that, what if someone finds out that I can no longer sit in the lotus position and I'm not the greatest yogi? That's why the title is Just a Yogi. I could have titled it Just a Yogi whose knees hurt when he stays in the lotus position longer than it used to, but doing burpees in his basement. But that's a really long title. So here's the thing, don't be afraid. And don't be afraid of being afraid. Even better. If you're unafraid, you can always. Sean says, are you finished co-streaming? I think I am. I think for the day, we're finished co-streaming, Sean. Don't be afraid of being afraid. And then you're fearless. Simply says, don't forget now that it's not the words of your intention, it's also the vibration of the intent. Raised frequency will attract synchronicity. Awesome, Sniper. Well said. Life says, you're right, Sniper, sir. Hey, Chris, how are you? Nature's Dog Realm is here. Mama Chris. Nice to see you, my friend. How is the chess? That was a lot of fun. It was over my head. Can't play chess. Occasionally I play online, not like with my computer, not against people. Bodyweight says I'm 379 towards monetizing, but when I look at my over, I'm close to 1K, but it's not updating really. I don't understand it. I got to add more to my playlist. All right, I'll start adding you. It'll go up no time at all. Not just for me, but we'll just keep asking people. So YouTube Shorts are its own thing. They don't count towards watch hours, but you can get monetized. I don't know how easy it is. I don't get a ton of hits on my shorts. Every once in a while I do. But man, I think your shorts are crazy. So something's gonna catch with one of your shorts, and it's gonna be like viral after viral. So you might get there just with the shorts. I think you're somebody that can do that. Kat says, hey, Yogi and friends. Hey, Kat, how are you? Happy day off. Happy Saturday for you. It says, I read that. Danny says, hi to Kat. Hey, you guys connected to Danny? Danny the Stinger Man? Medic says, as I'm in your future, if anyone want the winning lotto numbers, hit me up. Sure. Hey, Daisy, how are you? Daisy is running out for a walk. Hope I not get caught in rain. We'll keep you running. Thank you, Daisy. Our friend Daisy is going to be monetized very shortly as well. Maybe we won't be live for too much longer. I'm curious where she might be in her watch hours. Life says I still have a barking cough. Said I will go with winter. Maybe winter won't be too much longer. We are nearing the end of January. It's been a tough winter for a lot of us. Sniper says, Daisy Maid, don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. There you go. Signature Society Daisy May. Are you guys subscribed to Signature? Medic says, I've seen your legs in shorts, Eric. That's why you don't get many hits. I thought it was going to be the opposite, Medic. Maybe I need to shave them. iBattle Cancel says, hello, Yogi. Hello, iBattle. How are you? There you go. Thanks, Daisy. Daisy says, by the way, I'm at 2425. Man, that's awesome. 2425 with 5 days being held as YouTube does. And that's got to be Daisy and Tundra, they know how to do it. Such a short amount of time. They've closed that gap in the hours. Tundra mentioned this morning in October, she had I think she said 300 and something watch hours. And now it is end of January, and she's getting really close to 3,000. Those two, they know how to do it. It's amazing. I wish I knew how to do it when I was getting monetized. I did not, but I had some great friends. Hey, Gilbert. Gilbert says, Eric just stopped by to drop a quick like and say hi. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, Gilbert. Appreciate that, my friend. You guys see Gilbert getting in the cold water? Crazy. I used to do that. Man, I can't imagine. Now, a little bit older, I can't imagine how I used to. Medic says, I thought you had strength hanging in his shorts and he realized it was your legs. Hey, they're not that bad. This is why I started doing squats again, by the way. Hey, Jeremy and Cheryl. How are you, my friend? It was nice seeing you this morning. My morning schedule has changed a bit, so I'm working out about the same time that you go live. So I don't catch you as much as I did, and I regret that. I need to fix that somehow. Are you guys subscribed to Jeremy and Cheryl's Cruise Adventures? If you like cruises, then in my opinion, they are an essential channel. If you don't like cruising, they are very entertaining live stream. And I honestly, I tell you what, that they will get you thinking about going on a cruise, and they can prepare you everything you need. Cancer sucks. Cancer does suck indeed, my friend. I'm sorry. I think I'm sorry is the best that I can say. And that love, sending love and prayers to you, my friend. However you are battling, if it's you yourself, if you are suffering as someone else battles, I'm sorry. And I send you love. My prayers are with you. I agree with you 100%. Cancer does suck. Stephen says, medic, isn't that what members only is for? Hey, Skeeter, I didn't see you come in, my friend. How are you? What says hi to body weight? Daisy says, yay, Tundra. Yep, Tundra is amazing. Here's the amazing thing. Daisy says, work, work, work. Exactly. And, I basically declared myself a full-time live streaming YouTuber. That's the main thing I do on YouTube. I don't do a lot of long form content other than my workouts. I do nature shorts. I do some shorts of some reading stuff on occasion. I put my writing out there. But basically, it is live streams. To be a professional at anything, you can't declare yourself a professional pharmacist and not do pharmacy, right? So I go live 3 times a day because that's what I do. If you want to be a professional, if you want to be a professional writer, write every day. Don't skip a day. But yep, Tanya says work, work, or Daisy said work, work, work. And that's exactly how you do it. Put in the work. But here's the important thing to consider. Daisy and Tandra make you want to hang out with them. No matter what they're doing, they make you want to hang out with them. Which is why I've spent 9 hours and 46 minutes with sheep on my screen. And when I hit that 11 hours and 50-minute and 59-second mark, I will have something up. I think maybe elephants. We got some love from Bomb. Thank you, Bomb. Medic says that or OnlyFans. I think Medic, in my case, you might need to fix that as an OnlyFan. OnlyFan. And I'm not even sure about that. He says, okay, see you later, Yogi and chat. Love you all. Love you too, my friend. Tanya says, thanks, Daisy. Well done. Hey, Runner Boys, his watch hours are growing. Daisy, Tandra, Runner Boy, Food from Afar. Any of those 4 people, if you could put a playlist up, here's something I can guarantee you. They will do the same for you if you were to ask. If you are getting close in your watch hours, if this is something you really want, even if you just started, but it's something you want, if you were to say, hey, can you help? They would step up and they would help you. Hey, Batgirl. Welcome, my friend. It's nice to see you. Let's see. Jeremy Sherrill says, thank you, Eric. Absolutely, my friend. Thank you. You guys are always fun to hang out with. Bodyweight says, I made 45 hours off of one of my shorts and never saw an increase. Yeah, they don't count towards the actual watch hours. They're their own thing. Yep, Sniper says, by the way, that's because shorts don't add watch hours, only videos, live streams, or premieres. So live streams are the way to go, and then put them up as a playlist. And now, of course, they have restreams. Back in my day, kids, we didn't have restreams, or at least I didn't know what they were. For someone who truly does want to make a living earn an income doing YouTube, I know frightening little about how to do so, other than coming here and doing my best to have a sincere conversation with you. By the way, says, I thought it all counted. Well, so I need to not focus on the shorts as much. Shorts, this is what our friend Toy Pup says. And if you want to learn how to grow your channel, our friend Lover Toy Pups, she can help you. Especially, I recommend getting a membership to her channel and then ask her all these questions. Shorts will get you subscribers. People will subscribe because of your shorts, but they won't get you watch hours. Long form content, as Squirrel was saying, as well as live streams, premieres, that'll get you there. Bodyweight sent some love to Batgirl. Simple says YouTube shorts do not count towards 4,000 watch hours needed to join the YouTube partner program. However, you can use shorts to drive traffic to your long form content. Yes. I'm supposed to be doing more long form content as offered by my mentor, Toy Pups. I'm a poor student. She's a great teacher. I'm a poor student. Medic says, when you're awake, how do you know if you're sleeping and dreaming you're awake? It's a good question. Who was it? Chang Tzu, who was a pupil of Lao Tzu, the author of the Tao Te Ching, said that he had a dream that he was a dragonfly. And when he woke up, he was now unsure Was he Chang Tzu who had a dream that he was a dragonfly? Or is he a dragonfly dreaming that he is Chao Tzu? Samuel Taylor Coleridge wrote a beautiful poem about what if you had a dream, and in that dream, you picked a strange and beautiful flower, and what if when you awoke, you had that flower in your hand? Then what if? And of course, Australian Aborigines believe that reality is actually dream time, and this is indeed. And of course, every mystical tradition holds that the reality that we know of is illusory. It's just a dream. Insightful question from our friend UK Mystic is what I was going to say. That would apply too. UK Medic, UK Mystic. Interchangeable. Always deep thoughts for Medic. Except when he's making fun of my legs. Brian says, hey, Brian. Hello, Yogi. Have a great day, all. Peace and good thoughts to all. Please remember, we all bleed red no matter who you are. Thank you, Brian. Wise and kind words. Simpa says, which can help you reach 4,000 watch hours, your goal. You can also watch this video to learn more about whether shorts count towards 4,000 watch hours. Nice, Sniper. Thank you. Bodywood says, okay, thank you. I need to focus on building my playlist then and adding more videos. Thank you, Squirrel. Hey, on your playlist, do you have your live streams on your playlist? Life says, beautifully described, Sniper, sir. Yep, indeed. Chandra says, thanks, Medic. Michael says, hey, Yogi, I'm going to hop on and start the move off. You going to do the short for the mill, or are you going to hop on the live stream and do the mill? What is it that we said that we were going to do? That we were going to do the, we were all going to make a short. I need to remember that. Medic says I can run on 4 devices if they need watch hours. So Tandra definitely needs watch hours because she is really, really close, as is Daisy. So, yep, if any of those two, if you could help Medic. Oh, I see I'm behind in the conversation. Tanya says, Medic, yes, please. Man, that would get her there in no time at all. Medic says, consider it done, Tanya. Thank you, Medic. Medic is an outstanding individual, guys. And as mentioned, one of the best editors in the game. Bodyweight says, thank you, Squirrel. Yep, we are here to help, all of us, Bodyweight. Life says, as usual, enjoy your live. Now I have to go to sleep time. See you tomorrow. Enjoy. Thank you, Life. We're going to wrap things up in just a minute, too. Hey, Joshua. What did I miss? Oh, man. All kinds of stuff. But we're talking a lot about YouTube and watch hours and our channels. Let's see. Smallface says, what do you do when you get a panic attack or get stressed out of nowhere? It's an awesome question. And I've had some experience with that. I've had some people experience helping people through that. It does seem like it comes out of nowhere, doesn't it? And there's different ways of working with it. Most of the time, honestly, it seems to come out of nowhere, but it doesn't. Meaning things build up. Even if it seems sudden, if we tune into our body, if you take, does this happen often or did it just happen once? If it happens often, spend time through the day at odd moments. Whenever you think about it, tune into your body, tune into your breath. Notice where you're breathing and how you're breathing. Am I breathing high up in my chest through my mouth? Am I tense? Is my jaw tense? all signs that you are in the sympathetic energy state, which is the fight or flight. Most of us are through the day to a slight extent. Genetics. We are primed to chase the woolly mammoth and fight the saber-toothed tigers. However, we were supposed to, like every animal, when they have stress, they are able to come out of it easily and relax. This is, again, simple evolution. That way they would be able to maintain their precious energy levels, stored body fat. We, in essence, physiologically, are still wild animals, but we're not in a wild setting. So we're always overly keyed up and we don't know how to relax again. Check in your body, see where you are breathing, see where you are tense, and then consciously change your breath. Head off the anxiety and the panic attacks before they happen. And you can do that just by checking in with your body. And you can check in wherever you are, in line, while you're driving, at the office, whatever job you might be doing. If you're online, if you're watching TV, just take a moment, turn inwards. In yoga, that's the fifth limb. It's called pratyahara, withdrawal of the senses. Withdraw the senses from the outer world, tune into your breath, your posture, and where you might be tense. If you are breathing through your mouth, if you're breathing up high in your chest, relax. Breathe through the nose. That's it. Start breathing through the nose. In through the nose, gently. Don't need to force it. Just notice the breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Watch your belly rise and fall. It should rise as you breathe in, fall when you exhale. Then breathe into wherever you feel tense, very gently. If your jaw is tense, consciously relax it and breathe into it. How do you breathe in? Just with attention. Pay attention to it and breathe. Breathing in, I relax. Breathing out, I am relaxed. Breathing in, I am relaxing. Breathing out, I am relaxed. If you find yourself in a panic attack, that's different because now you're eyeball deep. Harder to turn things around. It's still possible to turn things around. What you need to do is have an interrupter, something that interrupts the panic attack. And you can do that with a deep breath and a forceful exhale through the mouth. Physiological sigh. You can sip in air through the nose twice, top it off, and exhale with a big sigh and drop your body. Then check in, see how you're feeling. That's a start. And we can work more on that as we go. Cypher says, dimensional perspective. I like the sound of that. Bodyway says, no love live streams on my playlist. Not a bad idea. Thank you, Eric. I'll fix that soon. Yep, I'll put your playlist up. And especially what's great about the live streams, especially like your workouts, is they're longer than the short form. So, someone might just have time to play like one video. So to put on one of your live streams. Brian says, hello, all chatters. Peace and happiness to all. Brian says, great breathing advice as always, Yogi. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Hey, Farmer Josie, how are you? Buddha namaste. Namaste to you, my friend. Small Face says, yes. It's a lot of tension, then building up low oxygen. If you walk into a restaurant, a place with a lot of people, then it hits you, all the stress comes out of nowhere. Been there. Social anxiety. Brian says, yes, breathing will help. Is calming, relaxing, and energizing. Prepare yourself before you go in. It might not happen, which is awesome if it doesn't. But prepare yourself before you go in a building. Do that body scan that we talked about and check. And if you are not ready to go in, don't go in yet. but also recognize that the trigger to every panic attack, the trigger to the body tensing up, the trigger to that tightness in the chest is a thought. So when you tune into your breath, tune into your thoughts. Are they racing? Are they going a mile a minute? Consciously slow them down. Mentally, this is when you can use an interrupter. If you have a mantra or a mantram, specific word or phrase that can bring you peace. I also teach Ho'oponopono, which is the Hawaiian art of reconciliation and forgiveness. And it is a great way to interrupt the thought process and simply forgive the thoughts that you are having. Beneath every single thought that causes anxiety is fear. So if you learn how to not be afraid, but to not be afraid of being afraid, it can be so relaxing, and Ho'opono helps with that. Sorry guys, my screen just went blank for a second. Medic says, I'm just grateful to be breathing at all. I can understand that. This is from Jersey. Well done. You're for breeding elephants. Small Face says, yes, exercising helps a lot with tension. It does. Hey, one last thing, nature. Walking in nature, automatically, the fractal patterns in nature, which is found in everything from a blade of grass to a cloud, tree bark, all of nature, cloud, I did say clouds, right? Is a fractal pattern, self-replicating patterns. And they automatically, as soon as your eyes register them, you don't even have to think about it. You don't have to look at nature, you just have to be in nature. Your body, your mind immediately begins putting you into the alpha brainwave state. Automatically starts relaxing you. So if you go out in nature and you do nasal breathing, again, you're not sucking in air, you're not forcing air. Just notice breathing in through my nose, breathing out through my nose, and then let it go. But check in every once in a while to make sure that you are. A walk in nature as your nasal breathing will do wonders for your emotional health. I promise you. Small Face says, yep, great advice, Yogi. Thank you. I've been through this as well, and it floored me. Let's see. Josie says, I'm good, bro. How about you? I'm good, my friend. It's nice to see you. We got some Jacob love. Thank you, Jacob. Hey, before you go, let's get that moderator status for you. As you are a student of Jace, Smallface says, yeah, nature helps a lot. It certainly does. Small says, gotta go. See you tomorrow. You know a lot about a lot of helpful stuff. It's great. Well, thank you. I try to keep learning. I'm constantly doing classes, continuing education to build on the yoga, meditation, and breathwork certs. All right, I'm going to wrap things up too, guys. But I will be back in about 2.5 hours or so. If you want to hang out, I'll be here. Yep, Sniper says fear blocks your paramagnetic, diamagnetic, and paramagnetic sensors, stopping you from using your intuition, so putting you at rest. Nice. We got more Jacob love. Big up, Jacob says Squirrel Sniper. All right, so I'll wrap it up. Guys, thank you. Thank you, Jacob Love. We are at 48 thumbs up. Much appreciated. I think we might have had 20 people or so in the room at one time. I always saw the story. Eric Lapointe has heard me say this a few times. one glorious day, I hit on my live stream, and 87 people rushed into the room to hear me talk. Deep anticipation. What does this guy have to say? And I started talking, and in less than a minute, I was down to like 4 people. Them's the breaks, man. What can you do? Be true to yourself. Talk about the things you want to talk about. People come by and they listen, or they don't. Life goes on, guys. I'm going to see everyone later. Take care and love to you all. Thank you, Jacob, my friend. Medic, it's always fun when you come in to hang out. Thank you so much. Sniper, my friend, again, in my thoughts, in my prayers, as always. Thank you for hanging out. Nice seeing you. Farmer, Brian, smile face. It was really nice getting to know you today. We had Miss Flipper come in. Always fun. And Skits, the Moo Cow was in. Joshua, thank you for being here, hanging out. Go on Life. Tandra and Daisy. Odom was here hanging out. Odom, thank you for dropping the jewel. Much appreciated. Our friend Hawk, Joe. Big super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. Batgirl was here hanging out for a bit. Goldie was here. Cat and Jack was hanging out for a bit too. Much appreciated as always. And Jace came by and did a goat impersonation and left several times. I know I probably Bodyweight Beast Fitness. Guys, watch his content. Let's get his watch hours up. And anyone who I might have missed, I know I probably did. I apologize. But thank you. Tonight, I promise I will do the breath that I have been talking about. Tonight, come on by the live stream because I'm going to make odd sounds. I'm going to make odd sounds as I hug myself on one side of my body. We'll see if that's of interest to anyone. I don't know why it would be, but hey, you never know. All right, guys. Take care. Hey, Bob. Bob is driving. Oh, Skeeter was in as well as Danny and Stuart the Fisherman was hanging out. Well, Stuart the Burpee Fisherman. So yeah, I did forget to mention some people. I apologize. Hey, Bob, I'm enjoying I'm really enjoying the ice fishing. I can see why that's your favorite thing to do. Bam says, thank you for a lovely live and chat. Thank you, Goldie. Much appreciated. Thank you so much, Jacob. So again, if I missed anyone, I think I said Skits, right? I can't forget Skits. Michael, our friend Michael was here. Michael is making a short of mooing, and I'm supposed to make a moo short too. We have a moo challenge. Is anyone brave enough to look into the camera and do a YouTube short with a moo? I don't know how this got started. I'm not to blame. I don't think, but I probably am. But hey, if you're up for it, let's hear you moo. Guys, take care.